Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do a quick video here for a project, guys, that is going to be launching sometime towards the end of next month, September. So it's a risky project, guys. And if you've been watching some of my videos, I've touched upon this project. And if you've been on my newsletter, I've talked about it quite a bit over there. I haven't really made a standalone video until now because as we get closer to mainnet, I'm going to be talking about this platform a lot more. So, yeah, before I get started, guys, do want to remind you that anything you do in the crypto space has risk. So again, do your own research, figure out if it's something you can get involved with, if you can stomach the risk. If you can't, then simply don't get in. Because again, these platforms, while you can earn quite a bit of profit, along with that profitability comes with a lot of risk. So you got to be okay with that as you move forward. So that being said, join our team Telegram. I'll be posting a lot of information over there. Get involved with our newsletter also. Excuse me. Where I'll be sending out emails on this particular platform along with other things that I'm involved with. But that being said, guys, and out of the way, let's jump right into it. Axion, which was formerly going to be called Hex2X. They've rebranded now because they want to move away from the Hex brand and kind of do their own thing. Now, that being said, if you go into their white paper, which I definitely encourage you to do, they will be referencing Hex a lot because people are familiar with Hex. And what these guys have done is they've attempted to, or they're attempting to fix some of the challenges that Hex has, and make it a little bit more aggressive for stakers. So that being said, this is something that when they launch, I will be going pretty heavy into this. Again, if you're familiar with staking, then this is something that's going to be right up your alley. You're not going to see anything foreign once this thing launches. But as you can see here, like I said, you are going to see a lot of reference to Hex. There's going to be a one-to-one free claim for people that are holding Hex. So for those that are holding Hex, I believe whether it's staked or not, you're going to be getting free Hex. Again, formerly it was going to be called Hex2X, but it's going to be called Axion once they launch. Right now, you can actually pick up these tokens on Uniswap, and they're called Hex2T. Okay, so again, I know it's a little bit confusing, but once you kind of dig into the information, it'll make a lot more sense. Just know that right now on Uniswap, as you can see here, it's called Hex2T. And when they launch, it's going to be called Axion. Okay, Axion. You're going to be getting a one-to-one. So if you're holding Hex2T right now, once they launch, again, you'll be getting a one-to-one. For every Hex2T token you have, you'll get one Axion token. And again, you can stake them, you can sell them, you can trade them, you can do whatever you want with them. Of course, the way this project is built, it's a model that relies on staking. So if you stake your Axion, you'll be able to earn passive income from it. Again, for just like some other staking platforms that you're familiar with. So yeah, this one had a huge run up over the last 30 days. If you go to CoinGecko, you'll be able to see the last 2 weeks, the last 30 days. And, just to give you an idea, I picked up quite a bit of this when it dumped, when it went through its initial dump. So if you look over here, showing it over here, but there was a point where it spiked, and soon after, as soon as it spiked, it dumped because one of the whales decided to move on from the project. I think he was going to launch his own project or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what the drama was, but make a long story short, he sold 23 billion coins. And from those 23 billion coins, I mean, it got eaten up real quick. Like within literally half a day, all of those coins were eaten up. And that's where I picked up a bulk of the tokens that I have, right? So spread over a few different wallets, have quite a bit of these tokens. And, I probably spent, well, go to my other videos. If you want to check out the story of how I got involved with this. But needless to say, the value of those tokens has done, over 20x already, and we haven't even hit mainnet yet. So I'm predicting or projecting, again, purely speculation, that once we hit mainnet, and this thing launches, you could do, another additional 10 or 20x just between now and then. Okay, because again, there's so many cool things that are happening, and again, it's risky. I want to be very clear. It's not a finished project. Um, the identity of the owner isn't out yet. But this is something that they said that as they get closer to mainnet and when they launch, they'll be revealing a lot of this stuff. So again, if you're okay with that, keep listening to this. If you're not okay with that, this is probably not going to be the video for you. But other than that, there is a ton of transparency that they're giving people through their Telegram and through Discord and through their announcement channel. I'll touch upon that here in a second here. But definitely want to encourage you to go through this yourself. I'm not going to go through this website or through their white paper word for word. You can do that on your own. Again, this is going to be very familiar to you if you're already, staking tokens on other things or staking other tokens. Says here, Axion built to scale, 500 billion initial total supply, 80% of ETH earned in auctions is going to use to buy back tokens. 100% of all purchased tokens are distributed to stakers. As I already mentioned, there's going to be a 1-to-1 ratio from Hex2T and Hex holders. 8% annual inflation that goes directly to stakers, and that's where the original name Hex2X was coming from, because Hex, they do just under 4%, and these guys designed it to 8%. So the Hex2X was going to be like 2x. That's kind of where they came out with the name, before they decided to break off from Hex, which I think was very intelligent, and kind of do their own thing, because Hex does have a couple of stigmas. Let's be honest. There's a couple of stigmas that is attached to Hex that if they stayed with that Hex2X name might have followed them. But the fact that they're breaking off, I think it's a good thing. And when they did break off, the price started to go, started to go to the moon, right? And right now it's still going up. Yeah, go through this information here. There's some FAQs. Again, I would definitely encourage you to download the white paper. Okay. Again, there is going to be quite a bit of reference to Hex. As I mentioned before, this is the original white paper, but it talks about, how this thing is going to work, why it's designed for stakers, that sort of thing. It gives a roadmap, and yeah, it just kind of gives you a really, really detailed breakdown of everything involved with this project. Okay. Now this is something that they came out that's pretty new. I think it was done by a third party actually, but this gives the weekly statistics. Okay, so you can kind of follow this as it gets closer to launch. They're tracking the wallet holders, how many wallet holders are holding Hex2T. They're also tracking the direct message outreach. As you can see, all of the numbers are going up, right? They're trending upward, which is good. They also have their Discord members, their Telegram members. I think they just broke over 2,000 Telegram members in their community chat. This is not counting their announcement group, which I'll show you here in a second. They also have record breaking on their Twitter members, and then it shows the price right now. I believe this is Uniswap. No, this is CoinGecko, but yeah, you can actually check this all out on Uniswap. So yeah, if you want to check this out, you can see here, you can track all this. You can check this out. How do you get some of this if you want? Again, if you want to get involved with this, if you want to, get some Hex2T before they launch. Of course, you can always wait until they launch and then buy or get Hex2T from the lobby, very similar to Hex. But if you want to get it now, you can. I believe it's going to be a better price now than when they launch. But again, that's just purely speculation. I can't guarantee that. You can surely wait till until they launch the lobby, and that's perfectly fine. Also, totally up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not your financial advisor. But for me, I have well over $100,000 worth of this token. I didn't pay 100,000. Believe that. Probably in total, I probably paid, I don't know, not even 7, right? Closer to like 6,500 USD. for the $100,000 worth I have. Now, again, I got it early when it went through a big dump, and since then it's been going crazy through the roof. Matter of fact, let me show you here. Yeah, let me show you here on CoinGecko. Just today, it's 7.5% up over yesterday. So last 30 days, it's gone through 834%. If you track the last 45 days, it's way more than that. So if you look at the all-time low to the all-time to where it is right now, it's 15,000%. It's done just since June 27th, so 60 days ago. Okay. So again, totally up to you. Do your own research. Check this out. This is the announcements channel. They have 836 subscribers on their announcement channel. This is not their community channel. The community channel, I think, just went over 2,000, or they're close to doing that. But here you can check out all the, all the developments. Okay. Again, I'm not going to go through all this with you, but again, you can go through all this information. Okay. This is they lay out their PR plan, how they plan to market this. Outside of YouTubers and things of that nature, they have their own plan of how to release this to the public, which is good because you want to have focus on marketing. And then here you have the owner, Jack. He gives updates, and they do in their Discord, they do Q&A with their developers. So I think I missed the last two, but I did jump on one where for like an hour, they just get hit with Q&A and they answer them as much as they possibly can. So again, they have a lot of communication going on with their dev team right now. A couple of articles that have been put out. So this was just today. I'm just going to go over today's announcements. I'm not going to scroll up and do all of those. It's too much work. It says here, legal updates. The office has been leased. Corporation has been established. Accountant has been hired. Bank account has been opened. Signer for exchanges has been hired. IBAN International Banking account number acquired. Director hired. More updates, info, and roadmap ahead to come soon. We are very on track to have everything set for mainnet, allowing us to explode onto exchanges, biz dev partnerships, and large-scale marketing and announcements, or large-scale marketing contracts. Tangibly, exchanges, we're going for the top 10. Biz dev, we're integrating with crypto credit cards and crypto debit cards. And in marketing, we're going to be hiring the same Asian firms that Swap is using. And Jeff is hooking us in with the YouTuber network as well. And Jeff is somebody that's pretty big on social media. He's been endorsing Axion for quite a bit now. He was on Box Mining's channel talking a little bit about it. It was short, but nevertheless, he did mention Axion, and other YouTubers have been mentioning this here and there as well. But yeah, this could be big. Again, not giving you any guarantees. I know just for myself, most likely I will be staking, most, if not all, of the $100,000 worth of Axion tokens that I have. I'm going to go pretty heavy into this project. Yes, it's a risk, but the way I look at it is, no risk, no reward. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be jumping into this as soon as they launch. Again, I'll be talking about more about this. I've had so many people ask me about this, and I haven't really talked about it in a standalone video. I've mentioned it quite a bit here and there, dropping it on several different videos, and then I've mentioned it in my last two newsletters. I think it was the last two newsletters. Was it last three? I'm not even sure. But yeah, I'll be talking about this more as we move forward. And how do you get this? You do need to have Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet. You can head on over to Uniswap. Make sure it's the right token, by the way. There's a lot of scam tokens on Uniswap. And right now for 1 ETH, you can get 18 million X2T. All right. This, just to show you here that I'm not BSing. If you go back to some of my other videos, you'll see that this particular amount of tokens that I have in this wallet, I have a couple different wallets that have XCT, but in this wallet, this amount, I paid probably like through, I want to say 3,000, and this $3,000 worth of XCT is now worth 60,000. Again, I don't know if it's going to stay there or not. I'm predicting, I'm thinking it's going to go up, because as we get closer to mainnet, they're going to be more transparent. There's going to be a lot more marketing, a lot more people talking about it, a lot more articles being put out, press releases, et cetera, et cetera. So there's going to be quite a bit of buzz about this as we move forward. So I'll talk about more about it as we move forward, but I did want to put out one video giving you a little bit more, because I've had so many people ask me about it. But yeah, again, everything in crypto is a risk, guys. If you don't want to take a risk, this is definitely not the space for you. I know for me, I'm going to go ahead and take a risk at this. I really think this can be a passive income stream, a new passive income stream that I could build out over the next 12, 18, 24 months. I'll probably be staking for, a year or more. This one here, go through the white paper. They have 5 big paydays spread out over 5 years. So, a lot of people are speculating with one big payday, there might be a huge dump. This one here, it's spread out. There's 5 paydays over 5 years, which I like. But again, I don't want to influence you one way or the other and tell you what I like, what I don't like. I'll probably talk about that more in my newsletter, because that's a more intimate group of people. But yeah, go check out the white paper and read for yourself. Wow, coincidentally, here it is. As soon as I get here, this is where it was. Right, it talks about that. And, again, you can go read through this yourself. So anyway, that being said, guys, hope you guys are having a great day. Stay safe out there, guys. Join our team Telegram so you're in on the news and the information and things that we're doing and things that we're up to, things that we're getting into. Follow me on different video platforms that I'm on now. I'm on several now. BitTube, CocoScope, Library. Obviously, subscribe to this channel. Hit the little bell icon. And again, jump on our newsletter. Other than that, guys, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.